this is 10 ways you can use YouTube in your homeschool. Now look, people get very people get very defensive about screen time. I'm not suggesting it becomes a be all and end all. I'm not suggesting it replaces other things you use in your homeschool. I'm just saying these are some ways you can use YouTube. Some people are a bit sniffy about the fact I use YouTube, but who cares about them? Right. So number one, workouts. We haven't done a YouTube workout for a long time because it's summer, but this morning it's raining, we can't get out, the kids were all bursting with energy, I was frankly struggling. So I just put on some YouTube workouts and they did them, and everybody's fine now, all that energy's out. There's lots of fun ones on there for I was rocking the dog like a baby. There's lots of fun workouts on there for kids. There's a channel called P.E. Bowman and they do like video game workouts, or like the floor is lava workouts, or Minecraft workouts, things like that. It keeps them active. And what's the other one? Cosmic Kids Yoga is really good. And also all these different workouts are free, and you can look at one specifically for kids, or you can look up different types of exercise, you know, like yoga, belly dance, whatever, and it just opens up a whole world of exercise. When I was at school and it was running around the field, football and netball, I detested PE, and I actually really like exercise now, but that's because I've been opened up to think, you know, other types of exercise that are more fun, they're suited to me. I mean, you can pick and choose. There's that Joe Wicks workouts that everybody swears by, and my kids really don't like them, but that's fine because there's so many options on YouTube. So if it's winter and you can't get out, or it's just energy needs burning off, or whatever, we'll work out on. They'll do it, and they're normally no more than 8 minutes. I mean, they've just done, my kids have just done 3 in a row, but depending on your kids' stamina or how into it they are or how old they are, you can kind of tailor how long or short you want it as well. So number 2, nature. Now look, there's nothing we love more than going out for nature walks and going to the allotment and things like that, but we will never see a hippo in real life, or we'll never be able to see like 60 foot down in the Atlantic Ocean in real life. There's some amazing nature channels and nature clips on YouTube. My 8-year-old loves animals, and he'll pick a random animal and study it, and he can find a video of practically any creature on YouTube with facts and showing you them in their natural habitat and things like that, which we wouldn't see in real life. Or if you saw it in a book, it's like it's an immovable picture into it, but to actually see how it moves and to see how it gets on, it's fascinating. I know you can get nature documentaries on the telly, but the good thing about YouTube is you can get it whenever you want it. You haven't got to think, oh, I've got to wait till next Wednesday when that David Attenborough thing's on, then I've got to tape it because the kid, I'm showing my age now, tape it because the kids are in bed at that time, and you just look it up, it's instant. Right. Number 3, you can look things up. Like if they've got a random question, you can just look it up. Tutorials, you can look it up. We've looked up numerous tutorials about things we wanted to do, like no-dig gardening, how to deal with chicken bullying. I took our dog for his first lot of jabs last week, and I wasn't allowed in because of COVID, so I never saw him have his jabs, and I never saw him have his microchip. So when we got home, we looked it up, and we could see a vet explaining the microchip and how they put it in and all that rest of it. So you can look anything up. There's a whole realm of information out there. Same as the baby. I'm pregnant. We'll look up like the baby's development, and it'll show you the baby in the womb at that age, and how, you know, fascinating stuff. You can look up anything. Number 4, Bible. I'm not saying get rid of the Bible. I'm not saying get rid of Bible stories. Of course I'm not. But when was it? Easter. Oh, when was it? Yeah, Easter. Of course it was Easter. We're doing the crucifixion, but I wanted to kind of show them like a video of it, but everything was too distressing for their age range. But there was a Bible one, and it was all made out of Lego, and then that was a bit more accessible for them. Or same as we was talking about the plagues of Egypt, and we randomly looked it up on YouTube, and this Christian family had made up this song about it, and that was quite entertaining. Number 5, old programs. I'm a big believer that you can learn so much from historical dramas and so much from old films just by looking, and all the setting, what they're wearing and how they speak and stuff like that, and it can get you interested in history, or it can give you an idea in your head of what that period of history looks like when you're reading a book on it. A lot of period dramas nowadays are not remotely historically accurate because of political correctness, or just because they want to sensationalise it, or they've got rude things in, or they're just dumbed down. Historical dramas from when I was younger or before, one, you know they're not going to have loads and loads of rude things in it just for the sake on it, and 2, you know they're going to be a bit more accurate. So I like to look up programmes that I've seen that I know are suitable, that are no longer on the telly, but they're on YouTube. Like at the moment we're watching a Catherine Cookson. That's not on the telly anymore. That was on in 1998. But it's accessible on YouTube and it's free. Number 6, clips. Now, you can have clips of little educational videos like, you know, phonics, numbers, the nature ones again. But also, YouTube can be good for clips. Like, we was learning about the Titanic. Now, my kids aren't going to want to watch the Titanic film because the love story will bore them and it'll be on way too long. But I managed to find some oh, it's streaming. I managed to find some clips. Okay. I managed to find some clips of from the film of the Titanic sinking, and the people trying to be rescued and things like that. Or there was a program on called Shoot. It was a Stephen Polykoff drama called Shoot in the Past. That's way too long-winded for my kids, but it tells a story in it. It's like a 10-minute clip in this drama that tells a story about this, through photographs, of this Jewish girl who's whose mum and dad were arrested for being Jews in World War II, and she was adopted off into another family, but then that family was arrested and she ended up in Auschwitz. And I could just find the clip, so they watched the clip without having to watch the whole drama. Or we was learning about Boudica, and I managed to find a clip. It was an 8-minute clip from I can't remember what it's called. It's a dead famous history channel on Sky, but I can't think what it's called. But this clip was just about Boudica, and it was 8 minutes long, and they really enjoyed it. Didn't have to find it, hire Sky and find it, watch the whole thing. So it's really good for clips. Pardon me. Number 7. It helps mum or dad. If you're looking into home education, you're not done a clue where to start. There's numerous videos from other homeschooling, home educating parents, giving you encouragement to help you, and also giving you tips to help you. So it's not just good for the kids, it's good for you, to help you set up your homeschool and how you want to do it, and then get your head around what you're doing. I watched loads and loads of videos before I even started, because it was just a comfort to know other people were doing it apart from anything else, and it made me see that other people could do it. Number 8, normalise. This kind of ties into my last point. If you don't know many home educators or homeschoolers in real life, it can be both reassuring for you and your kids to watch vlogs of other families that home educating, to see that you're not the only ones and there are other people doing it, and it normalises it both for you and your children, if there aren't many people in real life who also do the same as you. Number 9, music. I don't think music appreciation has to just be classical music. It can be any music. And also, if you look at music videos, it shows the differences in social attitudes and the differences in fashion and the differences in the kind of music people liked. I mean, if you look at a video from the 1980s, say Adamant, that gives up a whole conversation about mental illness, new romantics, setting trends, the kind of music people liked at the time. And then you go way back and watch a video of, I don't know, Elvis or something, and you say, oh, well, when Elvis first come out, it was considered a bit cheeky, moving his hips, you know what I mean, compared to the videos nowadays. And also, music's good for the soul, isn't it? Let's be honest, that sounds really but it is. Number 10. And this is my last one, and I'm going and promise to put this little gorgeous doggy down, and I've got to make everybody some dinner. Popular culture. They go on and on about homeschools being weird, but it does you good to know about popular culture, even if you don't follow it. It does you good to know of it of some degree. We were on holiday, and there was this kid on the park where we were staying, and he had a t-shirt on, and it was merch for some YouTube channel, can't remember what it was, but Pudge and Bean recognised it instantly. They got them talking because they've got like a common interest in this particular part of popular culture, and it helps them make a friend. So they're my 10 tips. What we've got: workouts, nature videos, look things up, tutorials, look anything up, Bible, old programmes that you can't get anywhere else. Oh, same as the old Sutties. We was watching the old Sutties, and the difference in them to the Sutties now, there's got a massive difference, I think. I think they're way more dumbed down now than they were when what was on when I was little. Clips of anything, you know, if you haven't got the attention span for the whole thing, or you just want to watch that one specific clip because it ties in with what you're learning about, they can help the parent. Helps normalise things by finding other people the same as you. Music and popular culture. I'm going to go now, take my little doggy downstairs. Ooh. If you think of any others, let me know, because I kind of just thought about that on the fly. I'll probably think some more later.